Hello, and welcome to Cup to Hook Movie Night. I'm going to give this a minute for everyone to come on. Several of you were with me on Cup to Hook Conversations, and I apologize we ran over. And then I had to run to the little girl's room, wobble to the little girl's room. Hello, Miss Penny. Welcome in. Welcome. Thank you for joining me on Cup to Hook Conversations and being a part of that chat. And I am so looking forward to tonight and to see how many of your wonderful guesses are the correct answer. She says, thank you. Jen says, hello. Welcome, Jen. As always, it is such a pleasure to have you. And again, I was glad to have you as well on our chat on Cup to Hook Conversations. I'm getting my board situated here so I can write everyone's name. So far, we've got Penny, and Jen, Penny says, my guessing fingers are hoping to rack up some major points. Woo woo! And she says, hello, Jen, with a smiley face emoji. And we're going to give this a minute to see if some of our other friends come on. So Jen, what section? And Jen says, hi, Penny. Jen, what section are you on the Longmire blanket? I am hoping, fingers crossed, to finish up Monday's section tomorrow night and Sunday. Because tomorrow during the day, I am going to be working on a animated video introduction for my soon-to-be Sunday videos. So Jen says, I still haven't touched it. So 9, I think. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, luckily, some of those weeks are very short, so that'll be good. But you got a lot on your plate, too, getting ready for your trip to Florida. That's coming up next week, so I know you have a lot to try and get done before then. So I'm hoping to do more in Florida. That'll be good. Now, you and your sister, is it Peggy? I think is her name. You guys are going to see another sister, correct? Am I right on that? Yes. I'm assuming that's my first question about Peggy. Parents. Oh, wow. That's exciting. I do remember you saying that now. That's a long drive. I did remember you guys this morning in Bible chat, so definitely prayed for y'all. And you're coming back the day before Valentine's, correct? Oh, you're welcome. She said thank you. Well, I know I saw Charlie over on Conversations. So hopefully she'll be joining us 13th and 14th. Oh, wow. So you'll be coming back part of Valentine's too. Well, please, please be careful. I know y'all will. Hey, Miss Roseanne. She says, hi, everybody. How are you today, love? I hope you've had a good week and got you added on the board. Jen says, I'm also praying for no snow when we return. I hear you, especially after being in Florida, right? Penny says, hi, Roseanne. Jen says, hi, Roseanne. Roseanne says, good. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I do apologize for running over a little bit on Cup to Hook Conversations. I ran my mouth a little bit too much. But I'm going to give this just a few more minutes to see if we've got some other folks going to join us. Penny says, cup, water, hook, kitchen towel. That covered it all, didn't it? Jen says, no, you didn't. And Penny says, in cotton. Jen says, it's pretty, Penny. That would be a cool name for a channel, Pretty Penny. Pretty Penny Crochet. Coming to you live on the PPC channel, Pretty Penny Crochet. Penny says, thank you, Jen. Jen says, you're welcome. Jen, is Mr. Mike with us today? Oh my gosh, y'all. This is getting better and better and better. So good. So good. Oh my gosh. But I'm afraid, after some of the things that have already happened, I'm kind of afraid of what can come. And I apologize, that's someone coming in the back door, so that was the doorbell. Penny says, I'm blessed with Heidi, so she's my channel star, right? Jen says, not yet. He's doing wrestling stuff right now. Ah, awesome. Penny says, I can understand, Cynthia. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is just getting better and better. Like, it's like as soon as I finish watching these episodes, it's like I wish I could just call you all up and be like, oh my gosh. So. Oh, wow, Penny. She says hip issues here and other stuff. Well, I will add you personally to my personal prayer list. Do you mind if I add you to the Bible study prayer list? Penny says, and other stuff, but Yahweh takes care of me. Absolutely. Absolutely. And she said, thank you. Certainly do not mind. Gotcha. While we have a minute, Penny, you asked me to pray for Marie Chavez and her dad and family. Is there anything specific that you want me to pray for them about? And again, if it's something that you're not comfortable mentioning, then that's fine, because God knows what our prayers and concerns are. And certainly you're welcome to email me. My email is in the description box of all of my videos. And if you email me, then I know without saying that that's personal and private, and anything you put in there will go as an unspoken, and the only person that I will talk to about that is God himself, who already knows. The best I can share is that he had major surgery today. That's okay. His intestines were twisted. Oh, wow. Well, then that's all that needs to be mentioned. All right, you guys. Well, it's actually already after 9:30. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the folks that we have. And so far on the board, I have Penny, Jen, and Roseanne. I do see that there's someone else here. I'm not sure who that is, but whoever, welcome. Glad you're with us. And hello, Miss Charlie. How are you? I saw you at the very end of Cup to Hook Conversations. I was so happy to see you. I have been missing your wonderful, beautiful name. So I have got you added to our scoreboard. And she says, hello, everyone. Penny says about him, but he is being positive and upbeat. That is good. That is so good to hear. Honestly, that's half the battle right there. Jen says, hi, Charlie. Roseanne says, hi, Charlie. Penny says, hi, Charlie Berry. Charlie says, I'm good. How's everyone doing? Roseanne says, good. Penny says, how I am is vertical and blessed. Amen, sister. I hear that. All right. Well, this week we are on season 4, episode 3 and 4. Jen says, laugh out loud. And Roseanne says, amen, Penny. All right. And Penny says, well, semi-vertical, I'm sitting. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. And I will definitely be praying for you and your hips, Penny. So I certainly can understand that pain. At least empathize. Penny says, we're hip to that. All right. So let me just look. All right. On episode 3, we have 38 questions, and episode 4, we have 36. So if everyone is ready to get started, the title for episode 3 is High Noon. Penny says, don't forget your spacers, Cynthia. Thank you, Miss Penny. I appreciate the reminder, because actually I had forgotten. So I appreciate you reminding me. So let me get these ready. And I'm going to go ahead and enter one now. And I'm going to get ready for the next one. Oops. Put the emoji in twice. All right. First question is multiple choice. What is it? We don't want to guess salamander for true, right? All right. Question 1, multiple choice. Hey, Mayor. Oh my gosh. Welcome, welcome back, my friend. Let me get you added to the scoreboard. All right. So I have 5 people currently on the board. Penny, Jen, Roseanne, Charlie, and Mayor. Is there anybody I missed? Y'all are too funny giving me answers and I haven't even read the question. Mayor said B and Penny said C. And all I'm going to tell you is one of y'all have already got the right answer, but I haven't even read the question. So I'm going to let it count after I read the question. So one of you is right. So you got to figure out which one and see if you answer the same. All right. Penny says, hey, Mayor. Jen says, hi, Mayor. And Penny says, don't mind my caps. Oh, no, because actually I love it when your answers are in caps because my old eyes can see your answers better. And Mayor says, laugh out loud. All right. So I'm going to enter my little emoji again. And so now all the answers will count. All right, here we go. What was Bob Barnes surveying? Was it A, birds, B, soil, or C, weeds? All right, I was trying to give it a minute for everyone to answer. But I'm going to go ahead and enter my emoji at this point. And all those answers are in at that point. Jen says, I was driving with 2 fingers. Haha. You're driving? Oh my gosh, girlfriend. Oh, I think I got what you're saying. Gotcha. Okay. Don't scare me like that. Mayor says, you said weed. My Murphy meowed loudly and wants his catnip weed. No, like driving with 2 feet. I gotcha. I figured it out. All right, so let me go back up to our answers here. And so I have B and C were the answers given. B was soil, C was weeds. So we have 2 people that answered in the end with, well, C, which is the correct answer. But one of them got in first, and even if they had come in second, Jen, you had originally said B, but the correct answer is C. And Roseanne, you actually rung in first. And so, Roseanne, you get the point C for weeds. So, Roseanne starts the night off with the first point. And let's see. Mayor's, okay. What? Penny says ROF. I'm not sure what you said, Penny. What does that say? Rafael Mayer? Not sure what that says. More, I guess, because I can't read it. ROFL. Roseanne has smiley face. Penny says, I thought you said you were counting my vote before. Oh, no, because I hadn't read the question. So I don't, it's fine if you answer as I'm reading the question or the answers before I finish, but I at least have to read the question, silly girl. Mary says, hey, didn't Penny say C? She did, but I hadn't even read the question. So I at least have to at least attempt to start reading the question. Jen says, oh, ROFL, rolling on floor laughing. Got you. Yes, about the catnip. Roseanne said, rolling on the floor laughing. Mary says, rolling on the floor laughing. Y'all are educating me. My children would be proud. All right, here goes the next little emoji, and we're ready for the next question, and it is also multiple choice. Who chased Bob Barnes off the land? Was it A, Jacob, B, Matthias, or C, Malachi? All right, I'm going to enter my little emoji here. And I have almost everyone answering with A for Jacob, and I have one answer for C, Malachi, and the correct answer is A. And Penny, you get that point, so you now have 1 point on the board. All right, moving on to the next question, number 3. It is also multiple choice. Who was Bob working for? Was it A, Katie, B, Henry, or C, Walt? All right. Looks like we've got all the answers in. So let me enter my emoji. And we've got a couple answers. We've got B given for Henry, and the majority of the answers given C for Walt. The correct answer is C for Walt, and the first person to ring in with that, giving them now a point on the board, is Miss Jen. So way to go, ladies. We've got Penny, Jen, and Roseanne all with 1 point on the board. All right, question number 4 is multiple choice. Who was driving reckless? Was it A, Jacob, B, Barlow, or C, Bob? All right, let me enter my emoji because it looks like all my answers are in. And I have 2 answers given. I have an answer for A, Jacob, and the majority for B, Barlow. The correct answer is B, Barlow. And the first person to ring in with that correct answer is Penny said, did we just lose her? Are you talking about me? Can everyone see me? Okay. Okay, sweet. I wasn't sure who she said when she said, did we just lose her? All right. Well, Penny's the only one that isn't answering that she can see me, so maybe I lost her. There she is. I can't see her. Oh, it stopped on my screen is what she's saying. Well, Penny, you actually got that point first, so you now are on the board with 2 points. All right. If everyone is ready for the next question, I'm going to enter my little... Jen says, Penny, refresh. So if everybody will refresh and make sure that red line is all the way over. She says, I did. And here comes my emoji. And we're ready for question number 5. It is a true or false question. The man made Katie an offer for a job position with a salary of $100,000. True or false? All right, we have true and false across the board. And the correct answer is false. It was $50,000, not $100,000. And come to find out, that was just a sign-on bonus. And the person who rang in with the correct answer first is Miss Penny. And she is taking this woo-woo train right on out the station. All right. Next question is also true or false. There's my emoji. He wanted to hire Katie as a lawyer. True or false? All right, I have both true and false answers coming through. There's my emoji. The correct answer is true. And the person who came in with the correct response first, now is on the board for the night with their first point, and that is Miss Charlie. Woo woo! All right, our next question is multiple choice. Who did Barlow accuse of killing Branch when Walt told him that he didn't think Branch killed himself? Did he accuse A, Jacob, B, Henry, or C, Malachi? All right, answers are in. The majority chose A, Jacob, and I do have one answer for C, Malachi. The correct answer is A. Hello, Miss Joyce. Let me get you added onto our scoreboard. Welcome, welcome in, my friend. And the correct answer is A. Jen says, hi, Joyce. Roseanne says, hi. Thank you, ladies, for welcoming her in. And Penny says, hi, Joyce. The correct answer is A, Jacob. And the person who rang in with the correct answer first was Miss Penny, taking her to 4 points on the board. Whoop, whoop. So we've got an established engineer at the moment. Conductor, whatever you want to call it. All right, there's my emoji. And moving on to question number 8. It is true or false. Joyce says, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Miss Joyce. So glad to have you. Walt was granted a warrant for Jacob Nighthorse's property. True or false? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was waiting to see if Miss Joyce was going to answer. All right. Penny says, and no, I'm not going to say the same letter every time. Laugh out loud. But if it's the correct one. All right. Let me get my little emoji in here. All right. So we do have true and false both coming in. Majority of the answers are false. That correct answer is false. The judge denied it. And the person who got that answer in correctly first, taking them to 5 points on the board, is Miss Penny. So, whoop, whoop, that same answer seems to be doing well for you. All right. Next question is also true or false. This is not a trick question. This is, I'm just going to say, in the beginning, which kind of gave the answer. Katie took the lawyer job. True or false? And I'm going to do a countdown of 3 for all final answers to come in. And 3, 2, 1. Answers final. And everyone that answered true. True is the correct answer. And that point goes to Penny. Charlie, you were very, very close. Like you rang in right after Penny. So good job, everyone. All right. Next question is multiple choice. What did Matthias call Vic? Did he call her A, deputy, B, filly, or C, wild one? All right. Countdown for all answers to be in on 3, 2, 1, and all answers are final. And I've got several saying B, filly, C, wild one, and the correct answer is B, Philly. And Miss Penny, you got that point, taking you to 7 points. Jen, Roseanne, and Charlie at 1. So, whoop, whoop. All right, question number 11 is multiple choice. Penny says, reminder that you have to go by what you see on your screen. Right, that's what I do. Yep. All right. Question 11 is multiple choice. Matthias wanted to see all of Walt's what? A, old files, B, current cases, or C, guns? All right. Looks like all of my answers are in. Going to give it a countdown for any last minute ones. 3, 2, 1. All answers are now final. And the correct answer is C, guns. And Miss Roseanne, you got that point, taking you to 2. Whoop, whoop. All right. Moving on to question number 12. It is also multiple choice. Someone shot 2 bullets at who? A, Barlow, B, Jacob, or C, Darius? Miss Roseanne says, whoop. All right, I'm going to give a countdown from 3 for all answers to be final. 3, 2, 1. All right. And I have A and B coming in. I have A for Barlow, and the majority of the answers are B for Jacob. Jacob B is the correct answer. And Miss Jen, you now have 2 points on the board. Whoop, whoop. So I have Penny at 7, Jen and Roseanne at 2, and Miss Charlie at 1. All right, our next question is true or false. Penny says, where's Mayor? I'm not sure what happened to Mayor. I noticed that she wasn't answering. That's kind of why I started doing the countdown of 3, 2, 1. All right, true or false? Vic believes Walt shot at Jacob. True or false? All right, countdown. 3, 2, 1. Penny says, crush. Uh-oh. Ooh, what's in the cup? Oh, it was a caramel frappe that my husband came home and surprised me with, as well as dinner, but I will eat that when we're done. So, caramel frappe. Yum, yum, yum. Can't believe I just did that little slurp. All right, so I have true and false answers both given. Majority of the answers are true, and the correct answer is true. And Penny, You got that answer in first, so that moves you up to 8 points on the board. Woot woot! All right, the next question is also true or false. The case that Katie has been assigned to sue is against Jacob Nighthorse's casino. True or false? Oh, well, we're good. Oh, battery died on phone. Penny says, yay, Mayor's back. Yeah, we were asking about you. Penny was like, where's Mayor? I started doing this countdown after the answers to make sure that you were still there and had an opportunity. I don't see Miss Charlie. You with us, Miss Charlie? Penny says, use caps, friends. Makes it easier for Cynthia. Yes, it does. Thank you. I lost you back. Oh. Yeah, I noticed that even all of you are kind of coming in actually quite a few seconds after I finish reading the question. So it may not hurt for everyone to try and refresh a little bit. And Miss Penny says, welcome back, Charlie. So let me go ahead and enter my emoji for our answers to be final. And let's see, we have a combination of true and false questions. And the answer is false. The case was actually, or the case that she was assigned was actually against Connolly Enterprise. So the person who gave me the first correct answer of false is Miss Penny, taking you to 9 points on the board. Woot woot! Charlie says, thank you. You are absolutely welcome. All right. Next question is a multiple choice question. What did Vic find and put in her jacket pocket? Was it A, a beer can, B, a feather, or C, a bullet casing? Mare says Penny must have cliff notes, right? She is rocking it. She has definitely taken the train out of the station. All right, and I'm going to do a countdown for everyone to get their answers in. 3, 2, 1. Answers are final. And almost all of the answers are A for beer can and one answer for B for feather. Penny says, laugh out loud. The correct answer is A. And the person who rang in first with that correct answer is Miss Jen. Woot woot! Excellent job, ladies. So we've got Penny at 9, Jen at 3, Roseanne at 2, and Miss Charlie at 1. All right. Next question is true or false? Katie's firm defends all of Nighthorse's enterprises. True or false? Oh, yum. That sounds so good, Mayor. She says she's having some dry berries. Ugh. I love fruit of all kind. Fresh, dried. Yum, yum. I agree, Penny. Charlie says, I hit wrong letter. What did you hit? Oh. Mayor says, berries are sweet like our share. Isn't that true? Aww. Like our char, actually. So true, Mayor. All right. Answers are in. And I have a combination of true or false, and I have to back this up to see who rang in first with the correct answer. The correct answer is true. Their firm defends all of Night Horse's enterprises, and the person who rang in with that correct answer first is Miss Jen, taking you to 4 points on the board. Whoop, whoop. All right. Next question is true or false? Katie quit her job. Oh, I did it twice, but it was in there. And I'm going to do a countdown on the answers. 3, 2, 1. Answers are final. And I have both true and false answers. And the correct answer is true. She did quit her job as a lawyer on that firm. And the person who rang in with the correct answer first, taking them to now 5 points on the board, is Miss Jen. Whoop, whoop. So we currently have Penny at 9, Jen at 5, Roseanne at 2, and Charlie at 1. Good job, ladies. All right, next question. Number 18, multiple choice. Penny says, Jen's after the Heidi weed. She is definitely coming up on you. You and Heidi. All right. Who was on hold for Walt? Was it A, Jacob's lawyer, B, Henry, or C, FBI? Jen says, yummy. All right. And count down on the answers. 3, 2, 1. All answers are final. And we actually have all 3 answers given for A, Jacob's lawyer, B, Henry, or C, FBI. The correct answer is C, FBI, and Jen got that in first. Charlie was the only other person who got that answer correct. So Jen, that takes you now to 6 points on the board. Whoop, whoop. She's 3 away to tie, Miss Penny. All right. Next question is true or false? Is my emoji in? Yes, it is. Okay. Sorry, I was just seeing all these emojis. I didn't realize I had all these. Let me just see. I'll do this in a minute. Okay. True or false? Vic told Walt she would not lie for him ever. True or false? Sorry. I'm laughing. Let's see what y'all say when I put in this emoji. And if you get why I used it. All right. It looks like everyone rang in with true. And Roseanne said at first, and that is true, but I was looking at where it fell in the sequence of questions, and the answer at that point was false. And so technically, uh-oh, I'm sorry, Penny. She says, I'm going to just listen for a bit, heartburn issues. I'm so sorry. Jen says, sorry, Penny. Yeah, that can be really frustrating and annoying. Thank you, but I'm enjoying this. Yeah, but it's kind of hard too when you have heartburn like that. The game, not the heartburn. Yeah, I figured that. Laugh out loud, she says. Yeah, I don't think anybody would enjoy heartburn. Heartburn is never fun. Only time I really remember having heartburn was when I was pregnant. Jen says, I see your feather. Yeah, I was looking for a butterfly, but I saw that feather and I was like, I got to do that. That's so appropriate. So appropriate. For the moment, anyway. So I'm going to, that started at 10 o'clock. Oh no, Roseanne, says Jen. Going back to see what happened at 10 o'clock. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you meant, love. I went back up to see. Oh, my neighbor is texting. Oh my gosh. Oh, wait a minute. Now I see. I have no power at my house. The whole block is out. So I may save my battery. Got you. Oh my gosh. That started at 10 o'clock. Oh, wow. Oh no, Roseanne, said Jen. Penny says, be safe, Roseanne. Yes, yes. Roseanne says, my neighbor is texting. Penny says, oh dear, Charlie. Roseanne says, my electric went out at 10. Well, what? Oh, Charlie says no power. Oh my gosh, you guys. Roseanne says, my electric went out at 10. Jen says, she has no power. Charlie says, not me. Okay, she's saying Roseanne has no power. Penny says, okay, thank you, Charlie. Roseanne says, thank you. Penny says, I thought you were also having trouble. Joyce says, good night, all. I just stopped by for a little while. Well, thank you for joining us, Joyce. I'm glad you did. Have a good night, my friend. Hugs and kisses to you. Everyone's saying good night, Joyce. Be safe and careful with candles, says Mayor. to Roseanne. Roseanne says, good night, Joyce. Charlize says, good night. Jen says, good night. Penny says, take care, Joyce. And I said, hugs and kisses, hugs and kisses, hugs and kisses, Joyce. Be joyful. All right. So back to that question, where it came in the sequence, the answer would have been false. So since no one got that right, we will just throw that one out. Roseanne says, oh, I forgot about the candles. Thanks. All right. Here we go. Next question. It is also true or false. Vic thinks someone is trying to frame Walt. True or false? All right. I'm going to count down from 3 for all answers to be finalized. 3, 2, 1. Answers are final. And everyone answered true. That is the correct answer. And Miss Roseanne, you are now on the board with 3 points. Woo woo! All right, ladies. Next question is multiple choice. What did Katie and Barlow both share that Branch did the night before he died? This is in their conversation. Was it A, send emails, B, send them each crazy text, or C, call them on the phone? All right, I'm going to do a countdown for all answers to be in from 3, 3, 2, 1, and question is closed. And I've got answers for B and C. The correct answer is B, sending them both crazy texts. And the person who came in first with that correct answer is Miss Charlie. Woo woo! All right. The next question is question number 22. True or false? Katie told Barlow that she and Branch were still dating. True or false? Oh, wow. Charlize says, woo. Roseanne says, power back praying was at 50%. Wow. Well, I'm glad that it's back, though. Hopefully it will stay. All right. Countdown on all answers to be in. 3, 2, 1. And question closed. And it looks like Roseanne says, I'm good here now. Sweet. And yes to power being back. And it looks like everyone answered false. The correct answer is false. And Miss Charlie, you got that point, my friend. Woo, woo. So, countdown real quick. Penny has 9. Jen has 6. Roseanne and Charlie are tied with 3. All right, next question is multiple choice. What was missing from Barlow's desk? Was it A, a letter opener, B, a picture, or C, a gun? All right, countdown 3, 2, 1, and question is closed. And I've got answer B and C for picture and gun. The correct answer is gun. And the person who rang in with the correct answer first, giving them 4 points on the board, is Miss Roseanne. Woo woo! Chugga chugga choo choo. All right. Next question is multiple choice. What did Walt find on Barlow's land? Was it A, a bike, B, pollen flowers, or C, bike and pollen flowers? And countdown for answers is 3, 2, 1, and question is closed. And I got B and C for answers. And the correct answer is C, bike and pollen flowers. And that point goes to Miss Jen, bringing her up to 7 points on the board. Woo woo! All right, next question is true or false. Question 25. Walt found Barlow in the field. True or false? Roseanne, I got you with false because I know that that was right by the G. All right. Final answers in 3, 2, 1. Question closed. And the correct answer is false. He found him in his house, in Walt's house. And Miss Charlie, you get the point. Woo woo! Way to go, Charlie. All right, next question is multiple choice. How did Barlow get to Walt's house? Did he A, walk, B, ride a horse, or C, drive an ATV? Roseanne says, good, Charlie. Charlie says, woo-hoo. And final answers in 3, 2, 1, closed. And the correct answer is B, he rode a horse. And Miss Jen, you get that point, taking you to 8 points, 1 away from tying in the lead with Penny, 2 to take in the lead. All right, question 27. True or false? Barlow admitted to shooting at Jacob. True or false? All right, final answers in 3, 2, 1, closed. And the correct answer everyone gave, which is true. And taking her into first place with Penny, Miss Jen got that point, tying 9 to 9. All right. Next question is true or false? Walt told Barlow there were no texts on his phone from Branch. True or false? Penny's got a smiley face emoji. Penny, I'm so sorry you're not feeling good, love. I wish I could make it better. Okay, I just whispered your name to God and asked him just to take that heartburn away. So hopefully it will go away soon. All right, answers are all in. Thank you. It did subside some, but I don't want to push it. I don't blame you. All right. I've got mostly true answers and 1 false. The correct answer is true. And the person who gets that point is Miss Roseanne. Woo, woo. Miss Roseanne, you now have 5 points on the board, love. All right, next question is true or false? Barlow said Branch was not his son. True or false? Oh, Mare says Minnie sends a furry hug. Hello, Miss Minnie. And Penny says Heidi's fixing up some weed for you, Jen. Roseanne says, yay. Penny says, aw. Jen says, thanks, Penny. All right, final answers in 3, 2, 1, question closed. We've got mostly true, but 1 false, and the correct answer is true. He did say that Branch was not his son. And that point goes to Miss Jen, taking her into the lead. All right, next question is multiple choice. When Barlow said that Branch was not his son, he said Branch had his genes, but not his what? A, loyalty, B, strength, C, character. All right. Final answers in 3, 2, 1, and questions closed. Almost everyone gave the correct answer of C for character, and that point goes to Miss Jen, taking you to 11 points on the board. Whoop, whoop. All right. Next question is multiple choice. Who did Walt accuse Barlow of killing? Was it A, Branch, B, Martha, or C, Branch and Martha? Roseanne said, good one, Jen. Whoop, whoop. Oh. All right. Final answers in 3, 2, 1. And while I'm selecting this emoji, if you've not already given us a thumbs up on this video, I'd appreciate it if you do. And I've got 2 answers. I've got B and C. And the correct answer is C, Branch and Martha. And the person who got that point, taking them to 5 points on the board, is Miss Charlie. Whoop, whoop. Sweet. All right. Next question is multiple choice. Who did Barlow say killed Martha? Was it A, David Ridges, B, Jacob Nighthorse, or C, Hector? Roseanne says, yay, Charlie. All right. Final answers in 3, 2, 1. Penny says, I missed something. Martha got offed. Martha is Walt's wife. And yes, she was murdered. The correct answer is A, David Ridges. And Miss Jen, that takes you to 12 points on the board, my friend. Whoop, whoop. All right, next question. Is my emoji in there? Yes, it is. Oops. I moved my emojis. Got to find my... There we go. Okay. It is true or false when Walt asked Barlow on whose orders did David Ridges kill Martha, Barlow said on Jacob's. Jen says, laugh out loud, Penny. All right, final answers in 3, 2, 1, and question closed. Everybody rang in with false, and that is the correct answer. He said on mine, on Barlow's orders, was Martha killed. And the person who rang in with the correct answer first, giving them their first point of the night, everyone give a big Round of applause to Miss Mare. Yay! Woo woo! You're out of the train station, Miss Mare. Y'all, this chair is so uncomfortable right now. All right. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions left in this episode. And everybody's giving claps. And Penny says, Mare. Charlie says, hey. Mare says, laugh out loud. And Penny says, someone needs to lock that bad boy up. Yes, yes, yes. And I'm just going to zip, zip, zip. All right. Jen says, Penny, laugh out loud. All right. Question 34 is multiple choice. Let me get my little emoji. All right. Barlow told Walt he wouldn't lock him up because this is his what? A, territory, B, county, C, state. All right. Final answers in 3, 2, 1. And questions closed. Mare, for a minute there, I thought I was going to have to start singing Eye of the Tiger for you. But unfortunately, Jen beat you out because the correct answer is B. And Miss Jen, you now have 13 points on the board. You are officially way in the lead. Way to go. Miss Charlie was on your heels, though, with that response. All right. Next question is multiple choice. Could be not a tricky question, but you definitely had to pay attention to get this one. Walt shot Barlow how many times? Was it A, 1, B, 2, or C, 3? Roseanne says, Gin train. Yep. Chugga, chugga, choo, choo. Woo, woo, Gin. Almost sounds like a song. Woo, woo, Gin. Woo, woo, Gin. Woo, woo, Gin. All right. Final questions in 3, 2, 1. Question closed. And I've got B and C for answers. The correct answer is B. Walt shot him twice. And so the person who got that correct answer in first is Miss Jen, taking her to 14. Jen says, right, Mare. Oh, yeah, it was twice. He shot him twice. So you got that point, Jen. All right. All 3 of the last questions for this episode are going to be true and false. True or false. So, next question. Barlow's gun was loaded. True or false? Jen says, I was rethinking it was 2 inside and once outside. You know what? You're actually right, Jen, because he did shoot him once inside, and then he did shoot him twice outside. Roseanne says no, not outside, but he was laying on the ground because that's how he got blood on the steps. Wait a minute. Roseanne, you're right. And I can't say why you're right just yet. Walt shot him twice inside. There was no shooting outside. So, Jen, you do get that point. But don't say anything else, because it'll give away an answer to the next couple questions or the last question. So it was twice, and they shot him on the inside. All right. So let me close this question and let me go back up and look at your answers. All right. I've got false and true for that question. Barlow's gun was loaded. And the correct answer is false. It was not loaded. And Barlow actually said to Walt that he was going to be in trouble for shooting a defenseless man. Jen, you got that point, taking you to 15. All right, the next question, true or false? Barlow confessed to killing Branch. True or false? Sorry. All right. Answers are in, and 3, 2, 1. Final. Everybody rang in with true. That is the correct answer. And whoop, whoop, Miss Roseanne, you moved up to 6 points. All right, last question, ladies. And gents, maybe. I don't know who all's lurking. Again, true or false? Barlow stabbed Walt. And final answers in 3, 2, 1. And episode 3 is complete. Everyone answered false. That is the correct answer. He stabbed himself twice. And the person who got that point is Miss Jen, taking her to 16 points. Woo woo! All right. So with our new method, I'm going to just draw a line. We're not actually keeping count of the individual episodes, but I am going to divide it. So way to go. Mare says, this is a rather gory show. Jen says, laugh out loud, not really, Mayor. And my thought process is there is a lot of killing, because they solve cases, but they don't really show like graphic detail. I think Branch laying in the riverbed was the most graphic that I actually remember. And even then it was kind of blurred out. But there is a lot of killing in it. But it's more descriptive than it is physical. All right, episode 4 is called 4 Arrows. All right, and again, there are 36 questions. Oh my gosh, you guys, even having started late, we're doing great on time. All right, question number 1, true or false? Everyone ready? Let me do my little emoji here. All right. Walt deleted Martha's recording on the voicemail. And final answers in 3, 2, 1. Question closed. Everyone said true. That is correct. And Mayor, you got the first point for this episode. Penny says, Walt's not very nice. Why do you say that, Penny? Jen says, Walt is nice. Penny says, he reeks of suspicion. Well, dang it. I have a comment to make, but if I make it, then I will give away an answer in one of these questions later in this episode. So I have to plead the fifth and not comment right now. Jen says, he's the good guy. Penny says, remember, I've never seen this show. Mayor says, me neither. Okay. Well, I'll let you know my response when we get to that question after it's been answered. Why maybe you might feel that way. And again, taken into consideration because you've not seen the show. All right. Question number 2, multiple choice. Is everyone ready? And boom, meow. What did Walt bring to the police station? Was it A, wooden bookshelf, B, wooden desk, or C, wooden stool? Penny, I'm sorry, Walt. I'll stay off the jury. Jen says, Penny, laugh out loud. I'll say this, he's bad at commitments. Very bad at commitments. All right. Final answers. 3, 2, 1. Boom. All right. I have A and B for answers. And the correct answer is A, wooden bookshelf. And Miss Charlie, that point goes to you. Woo woo. All right. Now, question number 3 is true or false? Did I put my emoji in? I did not. Boom. Oh, yes, I did. Oops. Whoop, whoop. Roseanne says, Charlie, or chat key, but I think that's Charlie. All right. Number 3, true or false? Ruby was extremely glad that Walt was back. Now remember, Walt had to take some time off because of shooting Barlow. And looks like all answers are in. Everyone answered true, and true is the correct answer. And the first person in with that is Miss Roseanne. So off the bat, we've got Roseanne, Charlie, and Mayor, all with 1 point. Good job, ladies. Question number 4, multiple choice. Henry said Night Horses Casino made white men do what? All right, hang on. Henry said Night Horses Casino made white men what? A, rich, B, crazy, C, multiply. Penny said, is that the same Ruby that Kenny Rogers sang about? Probably not, but that was funny. Oh, interesting. So I have A and C for answers, which is rich and multiply. Jen says it's B, crazy. 2 of you answered with the correct answer. Jen says, I can tell by your face. Okay. Well, the actual correct answer is C, and the point goes to Miss Roseanne. He said it made white men multiply because they were showing up to gamble. All right. Question number 5 is multiple choice. Henry started a club called what? Was it A, Man Up? Did I put my, I did not. I'm so sorry, y'all. All right. Henry started a club called what? A, Man Up, B, Man Made, or C, Manpower? All right. All answers are in. And I've got A, B, and C for answers. And the correct answer is A, Man Up. And it was about men who abuse their wives. And so that point goes to Miss Roseanne, taking her to 3 points. And she is definitely in the lead with 3. Charlie and Mare with 1. All right, next question. Number 6 is multiple choice. Who helped with the wreck? Was it A, Jacob, B, Matthias, or C, Lucian? All right. And 3, 2, 1. Question closed. And everyone pretty much answered with C. 1 answer for B. The correct answer is C, Lucian. And we definitely have a new conductor running our train, Miss Roseanne. That gives you 4 points on the board. Whoop, whoop. All right. Number 7 is multiple choice. What did Walt find in a black bag? A, dead girl, B, bus driver, or C, guitar? Roseanne says, yay! All right, final answers in 3, 2, 1. Everyone answered A for dead girl. A is the correct answer. And Miss Charlie, you get that point. So we have Roseanne at 4, Charlie at 2, and Mare at 1. Yay, ladies. Roseanne says, come, Jen, get on board. Get on board. Everybody, get on board. Everybody. Roseanne says, Charlie. All right. Question number 8, true or false? Walt was going to the casino to talk to Jacob. True or false? Okay. Final answers in 3, 2, 1. Question closed. And I've got true and false answers. He did talk to Jacob while he was at the casino, but Jacob is not who he was going to talk to. So the correct answer is false. He was going to go there to talk to Archer Loftus, who lost his luggage. So the correct answer is false. And Miss Roseanne, you get the point, taking you to 5 points on the board. Whoop, whoop. All right. Next question, number 9. Multiple choice. What is the name of the casino? Jen says, good job, Roseanne. Is the casino name A, Yellow Arrows, B, Four Arrows, or C, Indian arrows? All right. And final answers in 3, 2, 1. Answers closed. And I've got A and B as answers given. The correct answer is B, 4 arrows, which is also the title of this episode. And that point goes to Miss Jen, who now has 1 point on the board for this episode. Woo woo! All right. Our next question is, Jen says, be right back. Miss Roseanne says, Jen. All right. So we're going to take a brief moment. And while we're waiting, if you have not given this video a thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate it if you would. All right, Miss Jen is back. Our next question is multiple choice. Who did Walt run into at the casino? Was it A, Detective Fells, B, Katie, or C, Henry? Jen said, I had to switch rooms. Sorry. Nope, completely understandable. I know your son's got to get up and go to work. All right. Final answers in 3, 2, 1. And everyone rang in with C. That is the correct answer. It was Henry. And the point goes to Miss Roseanne, taking you to 6 points. Woo woo! All right. Next question is multiple choice. What did Jacob want from Walt? Was it A, an apology, B, money, or C, to leave? Chugga, chugga, choo, choo. Get on board, everybody. Get on board, everybody. All right. Final answers in 3, 2, 1. And I've got answer A and B given. The correct answer is A, an apology. And that point goes to Miss Roseanne, taking you to 7 points. Whoop, whoop. Y'all, I'm getting this marker all over me. I'm like a child. All right. Question number 12 is true or false? Walt apologized. All right. Final answers in 3, 2, 1. All right. And answers are locked. And the correct answer is true. And everybody said true. He did apologize. And Miss Mayer, you now have 2 points on the board. So, quick count. We've got Jen with 1 point, Roseanne with 7, Charlie and Mayer tied with 2 points. Whoop, whoop. All right, question 13 is multiple choice. Jacob said that was the blank apology he had ever heard. Was it A, shortest, B, most heartfelt, or C, worst? Oh, did I put in my, yeah, I did. All right, everyone's answers are locked in, and everyone said C. C is the correct answer. It was the worst apology he had ever heard. And that point, tying them with Charlie and Mayer with 2 points, it went to Miss Jen. Whoop, whoop. All right, ladies, the next question is multiple choice. Walt said the apology was what? A, unprecedented, B, honest, or C, genuine? All right. Answers are locked in. And I've got B and C. And the correct answer, Jen says this was Mike's favorite part, right? And it was C. Excuse me, it was B, honest. And that point goes to Roseanne, taking you to 8 points, my friend. Good job, Miss Roseanne. All right. Next question, number 15, multiple choice. Who did Jacob say was the bad guy? A, the rich white guy, B, a half moon Indian, or C, a lying wolf in sheep's clothing? Did I put my little emoji in? Yeah, well, okay, yeah, I did. All right. Answers are locked in. And most of you answered A, and there's one answer for C. And the correct answer is A. And that point goes to Miss Roseanne, taking you to 9 points. And I just marked on myself again. I got marker all over my hands. All right. Question 16, true or false? Henry talked to Cade Longgrass and gave him a ride home. True or false? All right. Final answers locked in. Everyone answered true. True is the correct answer. And Miss Jen, you now have 3 points on the board for this episode. Woot woot! Chugga chugga choo choo. All right, next one is also true or false. Archer feels that he is being set up. True or false? Miss Roseanne says, yay, Jen. Chugga chugga choo choo. All right. Answers are locked. And we've got mostly true with 1 false. And the correct answer is true. And that point also goes to Jen, moving her to 4 points on the board. So we have Jen at 4, Roseanne at 9, and Charlie and Mare at 2 each. All right. Next question is multiple choice. What did Cade have? Was it A, a rabbit's foot, B, a loose tooth, or C, a piece of pottery? All right. Answers are locked in. Jen says, I need Heidi grass. And the correct answer is B, a loose tooth. And that point goes to you, Miss Jen, taking you to 5 points on the board. You are 4 points away from tying for the lead for this episode with Miss Roseanne. All right. Next question is true or false? Cade wrote Hector a letter. Did I put my little emoji in? I don't think I did. Let me. Oops, I'm missing some stuff. Penny says, laugh out loud. And she's got a little kitty cat emoji coming out of a box. And Jen says, are you feeling better, Penny? I hope so. Penny says, does it say Walter? Wait. It says, oh my gosh. These trifocals. Wait. Include Jen's T. Wait. Walt. Wait. Yes, I have Jen's T for true. All right. I feel like I'm missing somebody's answers. Yes, I'm missing Mayor. Penny says, okay. All right. Mayor, I don't know if you're still with us. 3, 2, 1, and there she is. And Jen says, thank you, Penny. And whoops. Answers are locked in. And, well, let me go back and look. All right, so everyone answered with true. I've got 1 false. And I apologize, I'm getting my emoji set. Okay. And the correct answer is true. He did write a letter to Hector, and Jen gets that point, taking her to 6 points. And the next one is a true or false question, number 20. Randolph Hale, who is the bus driver, has a warrant out for what? A, traffic tickets, B, robbery, or C, child support? All right. I have almost everyone ringing in with C, one answer for B, and the correct answer is C. And Roseanne, that takes you to 10 points on the board. So Roseanne with 10, Jen with 6, and Charlie and Mare with 2 apiece. Moving on to question 21. It is multiple choice. Who did Walt ask about Deputy O'Neill to? Was it A, Ferg, B, Ruby, or C, Vic? And I don't think I put my emoji in. There we go. Forehead's red. All right. We have an even reply to answer A and answer C. And the correct answer is A. He asked about the new deputy to Ferg. And that point goes to Roseanne, taking you to 11 points on the board. Woo woo! All right. Number 22 is also multiple choice. My little emoji. All right. What did Walt bring Lucian? Was it A, poker chips, B, food, or C, beer? All right. Answers locked in 3, 2, 1, and answers are locked in. And the correct answer, everyone said C, and that is the correct answer. Penny says he shared the beer that Vic brought him. Good memory, especially for someone who hasn't watched it. And Miss Roseanne, you got that correct answer. You got that point. Taking you to 12 points. Yes, he brought him a beer. All right. Next question is multiple choice. Who found Randolph Hale? Remember, Randolph Hale is the bus driver. Was it A, Ferg, B, Henry, or C, Walt? All right. And locking answers in 3, 2, 1. Uh-oh. Mayor says Sorry, I am falling asleep. Going to say good night and hugs to all. Good night, Mare. Sweet dreams, my friend. Thank you for coming and playing with us, and thank you for coming and hanging out with me on my cup to hook conversation. I had a good night. Roseanne says good night. Jen says good night, Mare. Charlize says good night. All right. Penny says, okay, have a sweet night. Love to you and fur babies. All right, so the correct answer was A, Ferg. And Miss Jen, you get that point, taking you to 7 points. All right. Question 24. Who appeared, multiple choice, my bad. And let me see, did I get my emoji in? And no, I did not. Look at me. All right, multiple choice. Who appeared to Cade and his mom? Was it A, Coyote Protector, B, Bear Helper, or C, Badger Police? All right. And answers locked in 3, 2, 1. Everyone answered with B. B is the correct answer, Bear Helper. And the first person to ring in with that correct answer first and get the point is Jen, taking you to 8 points, Roseanne to 12, Charlie and Mare to 2. All right, next question is multiple choice. Who was on the phone for Walt? Was it A, Jacob, B, Henry, or C, Lucian? All right. Answers locked in 3, 2, 1. And I have all 3 answers represented, and the correct answer was given only by one person, and it is A, Jacob. And Miss Roseanne, you get that point, taking you to 13 points. All right. Next one is a true or false question. Jacob accused Walt of sabotaging the casino with the press. True or false? And final answers in 3, 2, 1. Answers are locked. And I've got some true and I've got a false. And the correct answer is true. And that point goes to Miss Roseanne. Woo woo! Good job, Roseanne. You are doing really good. All right, next question. What about the scene where Walt is getting ready to leave the police station and he looks over and sees Vic and Deputy O'Neill working on something, and he says, Vic, with me. What's your thoughts on that? I found it hilarious. Uh, but then, even what I found even more funny is when Vic said, "Let me walk him out," because, Walt has dismissed him. He says, "Tell your boss thank you, but I no longer need you." And so Vic kind of looks at Walt funny, and she says, "I'm going to walk him out." She walks him out, and that whole little exchange between her and Deputy O'Neill. I mean, what was that? Jen says yes, laugh out loud. Charlize says yes, laugh out loud. Roseanne says, get back in her place with Walt. Oh, again, I just want Walt and Vic to be like not a couple. Like it just won't work because you can't work on the force together, so to speak, because then your mind will be not on the bad guy, it'll be on protecting. So, yeah. And technically, I mean, it was cute, the little exchange between her and Deputy O'Neill. But she's technically not divorced yet either. So, just saying. Little Debbie Downer there. Jen says, I don't want her with Walt. So, yeah. All right. So, I just found that funny, though, that, normally Walt seems, I mean, he's intuitive when it comes to cases, but when it comes to relationships, he's kind of like, not so much observant. And I just found that funny that he looked over, saw them, and was like, yeah, Vic with me. That was a little bit obvious. So, anyway, just had to talk about that a minute. All right, next question. Penny, well, let me hold that comment. Let me read the question and then I'll make that comment. All right. True or false? Walt referred to himself as Sherlocky. True or false? And final answers in 3, 2, 1. Answers are locked in. And most everybody rang in with false, 1 answer with true. And the correct answer goes to the one person who said true, which is Penny. Walt referred to himself as Sherlocky. And so, Penny, that's where I was going to make that comment way back at the beginning and said, nope, I got to hold on. That's why he seems suspicious, because he is very good at being observant and paying attention to details and reading people, and not so much in relationships. Like, not even the relationship with his daughter is he fully observant, and definitely not with women. But when it comes to the case and the job, he is like spot on. And hopefully that will help kind of give insight to why his character may have seemed suspicious to you, having not seen the show, because of his little Sherlocky self. But anyway, Jen says, ha ha, Penny. So, not seeing the show, you are the one who got that right. So, congratulations, my friend. All right, where'd my little emoji go? Oh, there we go. All right. Penny said I had to get back on the board. LOL. All right. Next question is multiple choice. Number 28. What did Cade lose? Was it A, coin, B, tooth, C, football? All right. Final answers in 3, 2, 1. And answers are locked in. Everyone rang in with B for tooth. That is the correct answer. And Roseanne, you now have 15 points on the board. Woo woo! All right, question 29, multiple choice. What did Vic find in the luggage compartment? A, blood. B, hair. C, smell of vomit. Penny says, ew. Right? Roseanne says, laugh out loud. And answers locked in 3, 2, 1. Answers are locked in. Everyone answered C for smells like vomit. That is the correct answer. And Roseanne, you get that point, my friend. All right, next question is true or false. Question 30. Walt accused Noah of having an affair with Delia. True or false? All right, answers locked in 3, 2, 1. Answers are locked in. I've got mostly true with 1 false, and the correct answer is true. Walt did accuse Noah of having an affair with Delia. And Miss Roseanne, you get that point. All right, next question is also true or false. Did I put my emoji in? And yes, I did. Okay. Walt lied about the credit card charge at Walmart by Noah. True or false? Everyone rang in with true, one false. The correct answer is true. And Miss Jen, you get a point, taking you to 9 points on the board. All right, let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions left. Next question, number 32, multiple choice. Who killed Delia? Or Delilah? Is it Delilah? Delilah or Delia? I can't remember now. Is it A, Sarah, B, Nikki, or C, Sarah and Nikki? All right. Answers locked in 3, 2, 1. Answers are locked in. I've got mostly C and one answer of A. And the correct answer is C, Sarah and Nikki. And that point goes to Roseanne, taking you to 18. Good job, Roseanne. All right, next question is true or false? Deputy O'Neill and Vic have each other's phone numbers. True or false? All right. Answers are locked in 3, 2, 1. And the majority is true and one with false. Kitty says, who's protecting the women folk in this here show? Well, combination of everybody, actually. Ferg is protecting Vic. Not that she needs protecting. Walt is protecting Katie, Vic, Ruby if he has to. Henry's definitely protecting women, that's for sure. All right. The correct answer was true. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, was true. And Miss Roseanne, you get that point, taking you to 19 points. All right. Question number 34. Walt and true or false? Walt and Matthias asked to search Henry's office for Ursula and Cade. True or false? All right. Final answer in 3, 2, 1. Answers locked in. 2 of you said true and 2 of you said false. Obviously, 2 of you are correct. You are wrong. The answer is false. They asked to search his apartment, not his office. So, Miss Jen, you get that point, taking you to 10 points on the board. And I was being sneaky with that answer. Bad me, bad me. All right, very last question, number 6. True or false? Lucian told Walt His brother would have been a good man if someone had been there to shoot him every minute of his life. True or false? Roseanne says sneaky. I'm going to tell you what, that question right there just makes this show sound so bad, but you'd have to have seen it. And the correct answer is true. And that final point goes to Miss Penny. Woot woot! All right. Whew. All right. Discussion. Anybody have anything they want to talk about? Anything they want to highlight about the show so far? Anything that they predict coming up? The one thing that stands out to me is I'm getting worried about Henry. I think it's a good thing what he's trying to do in Hector's place. But I'm just worried that he's going to get involved with the wrong crisis, and I don't know. I don't know where Ursula and Kate are. He said he would hide them. He would carry them across the river when he was, cleaning up her wounds. And Cade lost his tooth. So he knows where they are. Is this a possible romance for Henry? I don't know. Hector was kind of a, I don't want to say loner, but he kind of like was out on his own. So he was able to kind of be this vigilante. Henry is too much a part of society, both in town at the Red Pony and on the res. He's kind of mixed up right now with, Malachi and the whole Red Pony ownership thing. So I just need him to be careful. But I can see him falling for Ursula, which Cade needs a good male figure in his life. But it's clear, though, that Henry is wearing his emotions on his sleeve. And of all those letters that he received to Hector, I just feel like he's fallen hard for Ursula and Cade, because he's not really helped them out once, but he's almost helped them out 3 times. So Roseanne says, yes, true. I thought he was, what is that? Filing to lift a trap door on the floor. He was trying to lift a trap door on the floor. I was surprised of the nudity in this episode. Surprised of the nudity. I'm trying to remember the nudity in this episode. Oh, Yes, with Archer. Yeah, I do remember that. And how could I forget? Because I I actually was watching this episode um, during a down moment that we had in the ER, and I constantly kept kind of hovering over my tablet because I didn't want somebody walking behind me and seeing this guy's tush everywhere. So, yes, very, you're right, Roseanne. The bus driver was Hale. Archer was just one of the guys on the bus. What was the bus driver's name? It was either Rudolph or Randolph Hale. Randolph Hale was the bus driver. But yes, there was a lot of nudity. Roseanne says, you got the vapors. The vapors. I'm not sure what that means, the vapors. Okay, Mare has a total of 3, 5, 6, 7, 15, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, and 5, 10, 11. What did you mean by vapors? Penny says it's an old Southern term. Oh, I've not heard of that. So what does that mean? You've got the vapors. The Southern vapors, the lad. Oh, okay. Okay. I would not have guessed that. Feeling like they want to swoon. Oh, okay, okay. Gotcha, gotcha. And let's see, what else big major happened besides the whole Walton Barlow thing? Um, I will say this: I was surprised so early into the season that they had Barlow confess to killing Branch. I kind of had seen that playing out a little bit longer, but that's fine. It's up and out of the way. Um, Jacob and Walt, what is that? Jacob wants an apology. He gets an apology. Um, that was interesting. And again, Walt needs another deputy, and clearly Henry is not really the best case to fill that position. So Walt's going to have to get used to somebody is going to have to work with Vic and Ferg. So sending O'Neill away is not solving anything. And clearly, as O'Neill made it, he's only in the next county. A county is not necessarily that far away. Roseanne said the nudity took your breath away. Roseanne says, I wasn't expecting the Barlow thing. Yeah, I wasn't ready for all that. But it literally clarified everything. That he issued the orders to Jacob, who hired David Ridges to kill Martha, and then confessing to about Branch. But then Barlow is just truly an awful man. I mean, not only did he kill his son, but then he was like, he's not even my son. And so then I thought that storyline was going to go somewhere else, you know? And oh my gosh, something weird like Martha and Barlow had an affair or something, but no, he just meant that he had his genes, but not his character. So, um, they still didn't have Ferg become a more influential part of the team. So I'm waiting for that to happen. And what I found interesting in this episode, it showed Vic and O'Neill at the two desks together, the two larger desks, and Ferg was back over at his original desk. Didn't like that. If anything, O'Neill should have been at Ferg's old desk. So the only thing left unanswered that I can think of is this situation with Henry and Ursula and Cade. And I definitely don't think we've seen the last of that, especially with the foreshadowing a little bit of Henry picking up Cade's tooth off the table or desk, whatever that was. So, interesting. Right, Roseanne? Anybody have anything else they want to add? Anything that stuck out to them? Anything that they want to mention that we haven't already mentioned? All right. I have totaled up the points from the entire evening. And the person, it was a close tally between two people. No shocker. So we had Jen coming in with 26 and Roseanne with 25. So then we had Miss Penny coming in with 11 points, Charlie with 7, and Mare with 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Now, Penny says, Jen and Roseanne, smiley face, absolutely. And Roseanne says, wow. Penny says, way to go. So before we go into this color selection, if you've not seen this week's episode, and again, I apologize that it came out a little bit late, we added 31 rows. One row, the very first row, because we had done, did you see that? We had done the chevron stitch. Was that where we did the chevron stitch? Was that? Yeah, we did like a chevron stitch. So we have this pointed peak. So that first row evens it back out to a straight edge. And then we did 30 rows of single crochet because we're creating this backdrop, so to speak. So this coming Monday, we will have the next section, and it will have an additional 31 rows of single crochet. And actually, since we're getting close to finishing the blanket, I might actually split those and do 15 more rows and then the final 16 the next week. Just because that way everybody can get caught up and I can stay caught up. Then after that, we have the section with the colors that you chose last week. But even though it may appear that we're behind from the colors you're choosing, we are, but we're not. So it will all work out. And it really helps me the further ahead we are with our color selections than we are with the sections, because it allows me to get them videotaped just in case it takes me a little minute to get back on my feet. So for this next section, we need 6 colors. So the game tonight. Roseanne says, I wasn't expecting to be close since I missed a lot in the first episode. But my friend, you did great. You did wonderful. You did a beautiful job in the second episode. So I do. I love watching you and Jen. So we're going to continue with the way I did it last, but hopefully they will participate and choose a little change purse, which, by the way, I bought Velcro. I just haven't been able to Velcro them on, but I will soon have that fixed up. So I have 8 little change purses. 6 of them will contain a card that will say pick a color, and 2 of them that are duds. So we don't know which ones they are. Again, I get my husband to help me, so even I don't know. Roseanne says, thank you. You're welcome, love. Does that look like a heart? Here we go. Okay. All right. So, Jen, you came in first place for the night. So pick a number 1 through 8. Are you still with me, Jen? Penny says, thank you, everyone, for all your concern. I am okay. Oh, that is wonderful to hear. So, Penny, do you get heartburn a lot? Okay-ish, she says. I have another friend that's usually on here, and she deals a lot with heartburn issues, and it's awful. I mean, I'm not speaking out of personal experience. I'm speaking from knowledge of what I've, heard her go through. Jen says, I have to check my list. Sorry. Well, right now, I just need you to pick a number 1 through 8 for the change purses. I won't know just yet if you're picking a color. Penny says, yeah, but I'm taking a supplement that is helping marvelously. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. All right, so Jen picked change purse number 6. All right, Miss Roseanne, you were the next person with the most points. So pick a change purse 1 through 8, except for 6. All right, Roseanne picked 4. Penny says I'm buffering, or she's buffering. Uh-oh, Roseanne says lagging. Roseanne says back. Penny says back. Roseanne thumbs up. Jen says I did too. Oh, wow. All right, Miss Penny, if you'll pick a change purse 1 through 8, 4 and 6 have already been taken. Penny says, should I? Because I've not participated in the blanket. Oh, that's fine. I mean, you can be in the original pattern, so to speak, and you've participated in this game. So, yes. Last week I had people pick colors and they haven't made the blanket. Not fair to others. Yes, it is. Charlie's coming. She's next. Jen says, Penny, yes, it's okay. So pick a change purse. Penny says, 7. All right. So Penny has 7. All right, Miss Charlie, pick a change purse 1 through 8. 4, 6, and 7 have been taken. Charlie says number 1. All right. And next, well, Mayor left. So that's 4. I'm showing I have 4 other people on here with me. If you want to identify who you are by picking a change purse and being a part of picking possibly a color, let me know. I have change purse 2, 8, 3, and 5 left. Anybody else on here that wants to pick a change purse? Roseanne says, don't be shy. Penny says, have Jen pick again. I got you, Roseanne. Great minds think alike. I knew what you were saying, love. Roseanne put a smiley face on there. All right. No one is coming forward. So I'm going to pick one. And I'm going to pick change purse number 3. All right. So no one else has still come forward. So Jen, with the highest points, you go ahead and pick another change purse. We have 2, 8, and 5. All right. And Jen has picked change purse number 8. Roseanne, you go ahead and pick another one. We have 2 and 5. Viola says, just lurking and crocheting. Hey, my friend, how are you? I haven't had a chance to talk to you all week. Are you doing okay? Penny says to tell you hello. And Penny says, me too. Roseanne picked number 5. And Miss Viola, I'm going to let you pick number 2. That was the last change purse. Okay? All right. So let's see what we got. All right. Miss Jen, you originally picked change purse number 6. Excuse me. Trying to clear my throat. And let's see what is inside. And it says, pick a color. So go ahead and pick a color 1 through 12. This is from our color chart now. Today was the 22nd. All right, so Jen is picking color number 1, and whichever color number she picks. And then it's going to be, let me go ahead and start filling this out. We're lagging again. Yes, it was a shiny blue. And Roseanne said, hi, Viola. Viola says, hi. I got to open your case. All right, number 4 was what you picked. And, ooh, that was one of the blank ones. Sorry about that. Oh my goodness, I hope your other one is not blank. All right, next one went to Penny, who picked number 7. And let's see what you have. And you do have a pick a color. So Penny, pick a color 1 through 12 but it can't be 11 because that number has already been picked tonight. And Penny said color number 7. All right, then my husband must be letting the dogs out. It was a loud noise. So if you heard that, that's what that is. Charlie picked the number 1 pouch. And it says pick a color. Oh my gosh. So that means either me, Jen, Roseanne, or Viola has the other empty one. So, all right, Charlie. Oh, wait a minute. Yes. Charlie, color besides those. Viola says, I am doing good. Oh, that's good to hear, my friend. Hugs to you. Hugs, hugs. Is Miss Charlie still with us? Shirley lagged, didn't hear. Oh, okay, that's fine, love. I need you to pick a color 1 through 12. And she said 6. All right, then. All right. Let's check my change purse number 3. I have 1 out of 4 chances of having the blank card. But it says pick a color. So I am going to pick number 12. All right. The next one is Jen, and she has bag number 8. 1 in 3 chances, Jen. And yours was the one that had nothing on it. Sorry. All right. So we know that the last 2, change purse number 5, which is Roseanne, and Viola with number 2 should have a color in it. So Roseanne, I need 1 more color from you. And color 6, 7, 11, and 12 have been taken. Which that worked out good because Roseanne, you got one of the blank ones. So now you get to pick a color. And she chose number 10. And Viola, I'm just going to check your little change purse, but I am pretty sure it should have pick a color. And of course, that was number 2. And I will get these little things Velcroed on so they'll stay better. And yes, it was pick a color. So Viola, if you'll pick a number 1 through 12, and it can be any number besides, any number besides 6, 7, 10, 11, or 12. Viola says, let Jen pick my colors since she played. Okay, Jen, pick a color. Or not. That was fair. And so Jen picked number 8. Is there anyone on here that was not with us last Friday when I gave a sneak peek of what we're doing in this big space that we're creating right now? Is there anybody that wasn't here? Penny says, what day was the last game on? Last Friday. I think you were here, Penny. It was last Friday night. And Penny says, okay. So everybody got to see what we're doing, what we're making. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Jen says, you were here. Roseanne says, what part number are these colors for? It is for the, Viola says, oh yeah, super excited. Oh gosh. It is for this. I'll grab the whole thing right here. Well, here it is. It is for one of these little arrow things that will go on one side of the dream catcher. So remember, the dream catcher will be in the middle. One of these will be on one side, and then there's going to be one on the other side. Whoops. So so excited. I can't wait. Yep. So that's what it is, the little, I call it the little arrow thingy. But, and for the next section, which I know I've got a lot of sections before we get to that section, but the next section, after we complete this picture graph, so to speak, I'm changing it up because I saw a blanket that came across from a scrap blanket through one of my emails. And I'm trying to think if it was Moogly. I'm not sure, but it was a scrap GAN. And they did it in some different stitches. And there was this one stitch. I have no idea what it is. I'll have to open it up and look at it to find out. But it was really cool. And so now I'm changing that section, the stitch in that section. So that's probably been the funnest part about this. Sometimes it's been the hardest and sometimes it's been the funnest. So it can be hard and fun at the same time. But it's definitely given me ideas for the other version that I will be doing. So yeah, I'm excited about that. But anyway. Oh, hang on. Let's see here. Penny says, wait, did I leave early? Roseanne says 22:23. 22:23. I think 22. I'm not sure what y'all are talking about. Maybe did I miss something up here? Oh. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, super excited. Did I leave 22:23? I think 22. I'm not sure what y'all mean by the 22:23. Last night was the 22nd and now it's the 23rd, but I showed this last Friday, whatever that date was. Actually, I can tell you right here because I have my homework paperwork right here. And last Friday was the 15th. So I do have to turn in. Thanks for the fun. Oh, I'm so glad you hung out with us, Penny. Thank you so much. She says, night all. Be blessed. You be blessed too, my friend. Jen says, night, Penny. Roseanne says, good night, Penny. Jen says, I saw the blanket hanging in Walt's house. Wasn't that gorgeous? And she says, it was cool. I also like the blanket that was on Henry's bed. That was really cool too. And Jen says, Katie's sweater was crochet at the beginning of the episode. Ah, I missed that. I'll have to go back and look. Oh. Part and blanket 22. Oh, talking about the pictures. So, yes, we just finished part 19. And so 20. So yes, the pictures will be starting in 22 or 23. Yes, that's correct. Yes, yes. Viola says, night, Penny. So yes, I'm very, very excited. So I think this is going to make a gorgeous top section. So yes, yes. It opens up a lot for the second version, and very, very excited. That's going to be cool. All right. Well, if nobody has anything else they want to talk about, I am going to go ahead and get ready to say goodnight. So I can finally go eat my dinner because I have a little bit of a headache, and I know that that's because I need to eat. And I should have ate during the game, but I did not. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Anybody think of anything? Jen says, I'll be excited to get caught up. Well, this section will definitely give some motivation, I think, especially when it gets to the point that it's aired. Viola says, I had to frog a couple of rows. Uh-oh. What section were you on? The last two chevron rows. Is there something that I can help you with or help you figure out, or did you figure out what you needed to? I talked to Kelly earlier on the phone today, and so I'm not sure where she was this evening. I've had a couple people who've seen my Longmire blanket now, and they are just like in love with it, and have asked me if that's going to be a blanket for sale, and the answer right now is no. Might make another one, but no, my original is not for sale. Figured it out. I was going too far, and it started sticking out the sides. Got you. I have so many more ideas since we talked last Friday, just not enough time for us to do things. So this is what will be exciting about my Sunday Yarn Joy adventures, is being able to throw some extra projects in that are crochet alongs. So I'm excited. And that way people can go back and do them whenever they finish up some of their whips, or they can do it along with us. But not think of, here's my little chart. So let me see. Out of those colors, mine, all right, my 11 is white, and that's what I'm doing as my base. And that's what I'll have to point out in the tutorial when we start, even with the dream catcher, is if that number is given, then it will have to be substituted by a different color. And each maker of their own blanket will be able to make that choice. So like, for example, when it comes to the arrows, when I would normally go to add in number 11, I will have to substitute another color because white on white's not going to show. So I have white, and then the next color is for me going to be teal. And then the next color is going to be peach. Ooh, that's going to be pretty together. That teal and that peach. And then the purple. And then the navy blue. Ooh, that's going to be pretty. The purple and navy blue. And then the next one is 8, the bright yellow. Oh, wow. That's going to be pretty. At least that teal, peach, purple, navy blue, and bright yellow. Ooh, that's going to be really pretty. I'm excited. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Jen says, I didn't think I'd sell mine, but I might if I make another one. I would pick different yarn that time. You know, and that's what I told my husband. If I do this particular blanket again, which I really would like to, because I'm really excited about it, I want to throw more variegated yarns. And I actually would like to put in, out of the 12 colors, I would like to add like maybe 2 or 3 that are like even a different weight, meaning heavier. All of the yarn that I'm using now is all a 4 weight. So it would be interesting to throw a couple, maybe 5 weight, in there a little bit. Or either take 2 4 weights or 4 and a 3 and mix it and do 2, strands at a time. But I definitely would like to try some variegated in there. Let's see. Viola says, I'm using white also as your base. And so, yes, I will give options in the tutorial that can help with that decision. I won't give you color suggestions, but I will give you options. So Jen says coral. Oh, wow. Coral purple, medium blue, white, dark blue, yellow are my colors. Oh, wow. That is pretty. I definitely like that idea of the coral and the purple and the medium blue. And Jen says, ooh, variegated. Yes. Yes. And another thing that would be cool even is if you took, say, doing the pattern and did like, yeah, like y'all can see my blue, so I'll use that as an example. Like even if you took like 7 or 8 different blues and then threw in like light colors like a white, maybe a pale yellow, something like that, and did it more of the same colorway, but different colors in that color family, if that makes sense. That would be really cool too. So, yeah, there's a lot that you can do. Roseanne says, I'm using different weights now on my blanket. Oh, nice. That is so nice. That is so nice. And Roseanne says, I'm using scraps. Yes, some of mine are scraps. That's why in the tutorials you see these little small skeins or cakes where I've wound them, because I am using scraps. There's a couple that I started out with a fresh full skein, but that's okay. Because even if I still have scraps left over from this, I have some other projects between now and next year that I plan on doing as tutorials that will use up some of that. And some of those colors, I definitely hope and plan to use some in the seascape blanket that I am working on for next year. So cool. But anyway, Roseanne says I'm using scraps. Oh, hello, Miss Mimi. Hello, Cynthia and everyone. Hi, Jen and Roseanne. Hello, sweet Mimi. Hugs, my friend. How are you tonight? Jen says, hi, Mimi. Roseanne says, hi, Mimi. I think she meant Mimi. Oh, my goodness. I am just, I'm so excited. And I love how just changing the colors and the weights can really alter the character of a project. I don't want to just say blanket, but a project. It's just cool how you can take a pattern and change up those colors and the weights and make something completely different. Like, I mean, even for example, with, the hoodies, same pattern, but changing up the colorway makes them look so entirely different. And my youngest son and his girlfriend have yet to get their hoodies. And when he was over here today, I wanted so badly to give him his, but I've already gotten pictures of Megan in hers, but I want to get a couple pictures of them together. One, they're a couple, so I want it together, but also just to show the contrast, because his is done in a different style than hers, but even still showing the difference in the colorway pattern. And so, yeah. I love how you can just take a pattern and just changing the colors and the weights make it something almost entirely different. So, anyway, did y'all see my video Wednesday of some of the projects that I had completed? Especially the bear. I have a lot of work to do to refigure how to do that dress, especially the collar and closing it up in the back. I have a lot to learn, but I'll get there. And I know Pamela's Crochet does a lot of doll clothes, so I might just kind of go over and get some ideas, but I do want to try and keep some of the clothes that I do for the bear original, just because I'm trying to come up with that joy bear, I hope. But anyway, I got a lot to work on though. But my friend was so gracious and she loved it and, was proud of it. So that made my heart smile. But eventually I will make another dress, a different color. That's Mimi says, how are you doing, Cynthia? I am doing great. How is everyone tonight? Hugs, all love. Are you doing great? So she's asking how everyone is. Roseanne says, I'm good. How are you, Mimi? Mimi says, doing great today. Thank you. Jen says, yes, I saw it. Whew. I was proud of it, Jen, but it definitely needs some work. And that's okay. And the hat, I want to figure the hat out. I mean, it was cute with the little strap, but I think it would just look cuter if I could get the ears to fit through little slots, So, and I know how to make the slots, or have an idea, because I'm actually in the process of also designing a poncho where when you put the poncho on, you actually can stick your hands through slots. And so I almost have that pattern at least 3/4 designed. So I am still working on how I want to round off the neck on that one and round off the bottom. But I just haven't had time to fool with it. And I last was working on that probably late October, early November. So hopefully while I'm sitting around healing, I was going to say being lazy, but it's certainly not because I want to be lazy. Healing, hopefully I'll get to finish designing some of these patterns. I also have a pattern, and I'll try to remember to have it out next week to show y'all that I'm designing for my brother-in-law. He wants a blanket, and he wants me to base it off of the Navajo star. And I've got the charm over on my magnetic dry erase board over there. that he gave me to use as a design, which it helped. The charm is about probably so big, and each Navajo star on the pattern is about yay big. So it took me a while, but that's the one I was telling y'all that before I filled my studio with everything, I used the open floor to try and draw those pictures. And so that was definitely in the day when I could still get down on the floor and get up, which sadly wasn't that long ago because, like I said, I mean, I was working on all of those in October, but a lot has changed. So soon, soon, soon. Roseanne says, praying, thank you. And Viola says, hi, Mimi. So, Mimi, what have you been up to lately? What's been on your hook? That is one thing. I've got so much to do. And I don't know if y'all remembered, I had 3 things on my want to do list last year to try and accomplish, and I only accomplished 1 of 3 things. That's so sad. So this year, I put 6 things on my list, 2 of them being the things I didn't accomplish last year. So my goal is to accomplish 3 of them by August. And so hopefully, while I'm healing, my hook will be busy. Hopefully I'll be able to just crochet, crochet, crochet. Mimi says, working on a lovely Louisa shawl for my sister-in-law, almost done tonight. Oh, how exciting. Jen says, but you did other things in addition. Yes, yes, yes. Mimi says, hello, Viola. So, Mimi, tell me, what is a Louisa shawl? Because when I finish Angel's hoodie, my next free project is a shawl. I have a friend that I need to do a shawl for, and I need to do it rather quickly. Like, I need to try and make this shawl in a week so I can actually give it to her before my surgery. Hopefully. I was supposed to meet her last night, but her husband tested positive for COVID, and he called her like an hour before we were supposed to meet. And my husband and I were actually on our way out the door. And so, since she had been around him, she needed to make sure that she was not positive because, you know, with my surgery coming up, that's the last thing I need. And luckily, thank you, Lord, she nor her 2 daughters nor her mom tested positive. They all tested negative. So that's good. So her and her girls are staying in town with her mom while her husband heals and gets better. And that's so sad and hard. This COVID just really needs to just leave. It needs to go away as quickly as it swept in, because it's so sad to see families having to be apart. You know, Miss Sylvia, she had to do the same thing when her husband and 2 boys tested positive. Her and her daughter went and stayed with her other daughter in Arizona, and they're from California, which, granted, California and Arizona are very close to each other, but I think it was still a 6-hour drive for her. But still, you know, which I guess it's better to be separated for a short time than to lose a family member. But I'm so ready for this COVID to go. I mean, we lost more people at the hospital this week, and another 25-year-old, but I don't know that he passed from COVID. I'm not sure exactly what he passed from, but oh my goodness. Too many people getting COVID and then it turns into pneumonia and they're not making it. And it's not just older people. It's young people. Mimi says it's an easy triangular shawl with a long stitch design. I'll have to Google it. So easy and quick to do, this one I've worked on all week. Well, that's what I need. I need one quick and easy so I can get it to her. She lives about an hour from me, so that's definitely a drive I would not be able to do for a while after surgery, unless she comes to me. But anyway, and she's the one whose mom I'm working on the Elvis blanket for. And you guys, that's another project I'm so excited about, but I have not been able to touch that Elvis blanket since I think I've touched it one time since Thanksgiving. And I'm at a part. I'm at the part of creating Elvis's face on it, and that's like exciting. So I'm at a good part with it. So guess I got a lot to keep me busy while I'm just sitting around doing nothing, right? I could easily make crochet in my life. I really, really could. Has anybody ever just done crafting for a living? Is that possible? I don't know. It would be nice. It would be nice to do crafting for a living. And just like I told y'all last week, I have another project that I've never seen done before. And I'm so anxious to try, but I don't want to say anything about it until I've tried it. So I have so much I want to do. Yeah. So I will have to look that up. What did you call that again? A Louisa shawl. Louisa shawl. I also saw a shawl pattern on Crystal with Bag a Day that I really, really like. Jen says, I'm ready too. Time to move forward. Yes, I am so over COVID. Not that I ever wasn't over it. Like I was over it the day it showed up. And you know what's funny? This past week, I just got, I meant to talk about this on Cup to Hook Conversations, but I just got fitted for an N95 mask. Like this far into COVID, and I just got fitted for an N95 mask. What? Anyway, somebody dropped the ball on that one. That was the weirdest test I've ever done. So real quick, this is what the test was. You put the N95 mask on, okay? And you get it strapped and pulled and, up to your face. Well, before you do that, they spray this vapor stuff in your mouth so you can get a taste of what it is. Well, she sprayed it in mine, and I don't think anything was coming out because I didn't get anything and I didn't taste anything. So she pours some in this little lid and has me dip my pinky finger in it and then put it to my tongue. It was like, whoa, I felt like I had gone to the dentist and had my teeth cleaned. It was one of those kind of minty flavored type flavors, where it was like strong and not wanted. But anyway, so I get the N95 mask on, and then they put this kind of like paper helmet on, and it literally reminded me of like something you would see an astronaut wearing. And it literally came down and sat on my shoulders, and it was very long and tall, and it had this little space about like this that was clear plastic for me to see out of. And then there was a little hole, like, so big, right below that spot. And so she would spray that spray in there, and I had to just breathe normal for a minute. And I had to let her know if I could taste that vapor, which I didn't. So that's an indicator that my N95 mask is on properly and is fitted to my face. Then she resprayed in there, and I had to inhale and exhale, deep breaths for a minute. And then she sprayed it again, and I then had to look from one shoulder, inhale. As I'm moving from this shoulder to this shoulder, I had to turn my head and exhale. When I got here, I inhaled, turned my head and exhaled, and did that back and forth for a minute. Then she sprayed more in, and then I had to repeat that process of inhaling and exhaling, but this time I had to look way up and then way down as I did my inhales and my exhales. Then sprayed more in, and I had to read this paper of like 2-3 paragraphs and for 60 seconds. And anyway, it sounds simple enough. Now, if you're a claustrophobic person, it can get to you. I am extremely claustrophobic. I did fine. I passed. Yay. Because there are people who actually failed. And I was like, what? How can you fail an N95 mask? Of course, I didn't know about all that stuff I just told you. But I will admit, I just got off my 12.5-hour shift, and I needed to eat. And so, yes, at the very end of it, and it got really hot with that other big mask thing on. So I was quite ready to get that off. But yay, I passed. But never would I have imagined that that's what you'd have to go through to be tested for an N95 mask. And if you couldn't do those things and you didn't pass and you failed, then you weren't issued an N95 mask. And so you have to literally wear 2 of those paper masks over each other, or just avoid being in a room with a COVID patient. But anyway, I passed. So that's all that mattered to me. But anyway, so Mimi says, to lose so many people, old or young, from whatever, prayers for the 25-year-old. Yeah, I know. I just felt so bad because I think I can say this and it's not violating HIPAA. I pray not, because I'm not sharing anything major, but his mom was not in town. She was out of town for the weekend. And so, God bless them, they had to get that call and drive 4.5 hours to where we were. And I just can't imagine. So yes, pray for his family. Because yes, what an unexpected loss. And then to be so far away and to have to travel knowing that your son is gone. I cannot imagine what that family is and has gone through. So Jen says it's possible, but then it becomes work. Right? But oh my gosh. I have so many ideas and so many desires of things to do, but just not enough time. Charlie says, hi, Mimi. Mimi says, lovely Louisa shawl. Yes, I'm going to look that up. Mimi says, hello, sweet Charlie. And Charlie says, good night, all. Gotta make my son's lunch for work and go to bed. Good night, Charlie. Thank you so much. Thank you for choosing colors and being a part of all this and hanging out with us. I love, love, love your company. Jen says, night, Charlie. Jen says, my sister gets her second shot Monday morning. Wow. Mimi says, heartbreaking. Mimi says, good night, Charlie. Mimi says, hugs. Yes, they are issuing those vaccine shots out at our hospital too for staff and first responders. But right now, my doctor says for me to stay away from it, so I am not getting one at the moment. Charlie says, love you all. Well, I love y'all too. It's 1 o'clock. My husband brought me dinner at 6 o'clock last night. And so I am going to sign off and go see if I can reheat it and hopefully get rid of what I know is a hunger headache and spend some time with him if he is awake still. He was supposed to work tomorrow, but he came home today and gave me good news that he is going to be off. So I am excited about spending some time with him, although I do have to, like I said, spend some time in the studio because I want to work on, now that I have a grasp on how to do it, make a animated video entrance or introduction for my new Sunday show. So again, it'll either air this Sunday or it'll air next Sunday, depending on how quickly I get it accomplished. According to my son, if I do it right, it's going to take me a while to do the little frames piece by piece. So if that's the case, it'll definitely be next Sunday. But nonetheless, I'm excited to get it out and get it started. Ooh, sorry, I think I was shaking the camera. All right, Jen says, good night, sleep well, all. Well, everybody, take care. Thank you once again for another fun night. And definitely for those of you who pick colors, I really appreciate your participation. Even if you're not making the Longmire blanket, how fun it is to be a part of the process. And that's what it is. It's a part of being a part of the process. And yeah, so as other blankets are made, because like you said, Jen, I do plan on making another one. Well, I am making another Longmire blanket, but I mean in this design. So yes, it'll definitely make some nice, gifts, especially with all the bright colors. And the thing about it too is, that's a good thing to hold some scraps, to the side and be able to unload those scraps on a blanket like that. So cool beans, cool beans, cool beans. So, oh my gosh, I hadn't said that word since college. That's many, many moons ago. All right. All right, you guys, I love you so much. Thank you once again for being the fabulous people that you are, for bringing so much joy and love into my heart and into my Friday nights. And I can't wait to see you next week. And yeah, don't forget to check out my little joy blogs every morning. Just giving you some words of encouragement to get through the day. All right, everyone. hug. Everyone, hug, hug, hug. Squeeze tight. I love you. Be joyful.